lunch hour with Allie and Kenny. My mic wasn't on. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm better now that I can hear you.
Aw. And you're also better now that I'm in the studio because I cut it just a little.
I didn't think you were coming, I'm going to be honest with you.
That's, I was keeping you on your toes.
I thought you were going to stand me up.
For the whole hour, I wouldn't. Maybe a little bit late. I was in Quiznos with my friends who better be listening right now to the show. I told them if they are? I don't know. If they are, they're laughing. I told them, hang out a little bit longer and you'll hear my voice on Quiznos.
Oh, God.
Because we are broadcasting live on 365, live365.com and ustream.com. Just search WICR. All right, so back to you. How was your weekend? How was your life?
Weekend life, not terrible. We're on hump day, though. That's always good.
Yes.
I like spending my hump days with you. Get me through an hour.
Okay.
Could be better, but you know what? I'm in a good mood regardless.
Could be better.
Could be better, but I have food and air to breathe.
You know what? I was thinking that too, because everybody, there's things that could be better, situations that could be better in your life. But I was walking, and I've been doing this thing this week where I'm not on my phone as much because I truly am addicted, and my mom told me I'm addicted, so she's always right.
Did she tell you this past weekend?
Yes, when I was home.
When you were home, yeah. So how'd your first chaperoning experience go?
Well, we'll get to that, but let me tell you, I haven't been on my phone, and I've been, I'll just walk from point A to point B. I'll be on it on something stupid, on Twitter, on Instagram, and I said, you know what, I'm going to put it down. I'm just going to walk and look around at my surroundings.
You're crazy.
And just... It's been very eye-opening that, one, I was very addicted, and two, it's so refreshing when you're not. So I was thinking today, as I was walking, not on my phone, that even though things could be better in certain situations, that I'm healthy, and I'm happy, and I woke up this morning, and things like that. So
there we go.
I think it's going to be an optimistic day, an optimistic show.
Yes. Let's keep it happy today.
Yes, we'll keep it happy. Well, yeah.
Try anyway.
Right, but it hasn't been so bad in the news.
Oh, it could be better.
You would argue.
In the news.
Right, but I mean, there's always stuff going on, but...
Always, but you know what?
Searching for...
It wasn't, no, really. I couldn't find anything too terrible. I mean, listen, the mall in Nairobi is not fun, but... you know what? I kept landing back on the Emmys, which I missed, and I'm really upset about it.
Oh, okay,
because
I watched.
The Emmys is my favorite award show.
Okay.
I hate the Grammys. I'm not
I'm not a Grammy fan.
I
love the Oscars?
I love the Oscars. No, I love the Oscars, but I like television more than movies because I feel like it's more dynamic. And I think television is a little harder than movies because movies you get 2 to 3 hours, and television you have you gotta really dig in. You gotta spread out your story.
Acting is different for
and
TV
that's why I like
movies.
the acting awards and the TV.
So for someone that loves it so much, what was more important than the Emmys?
I went to dinner.
Dinner?
I had to get a smokehouse steak.
Oh, Smokehouse wasn't playing the Emmys? I'm shocked.
They were. I went to Mass. I saw you at Mass.
Yes.
And the Emmys started at what, 8, I think?
Yeah, I went right home and watched.
You went right home and watched. See, I went right out to dinner, and the Emmys were on, so I was kind of half watching, half eating steak, and I felt like I wasn't getting the full Emmy effect.
Well, I have to say... they were good, but there's been some backlash that they were not diverse. Ellen Pompeo came out in an interview and said the dance numbers, that famous Emmy dancers, there were not a diverse ethnic person in the group. And so there's just kind of drop. It's very dated.
Interesting.
That's the word she used. So
dated.
I thought it was okay. Carrie Underwood performed. I thought she did well. She performed yesterday by the Beatles.
Me so happy.
You would have liked that.
I did. I watched her.
Okay.
I saw her perform, and everybody was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That is Carrie Underwood."
Well, let's talk about some winners.
Okay.
That I have here. In a second. Well, first of all, where are they?
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the winners of the Emmys. Well, I know Breaking Bad.
Yes, it did.
Won.
Best drama.
Modern Family won Best Comedy.
No shock there.
No shock.
Might be 5.
Wow.
I'm going to double check, but I think that might be 5, and you know what? Not shocked at all, because it really is the best. Yeah,
and it comes back this week. I also have to talk about a lot of TV shows are premiering this week.
Good. I love television.
Modern Family premieres this week. A lot of new shows. It's kind of like we're back in the fall. Summer's over.
Yeah.
And,
well, and the sad thing is that Breaking Bad ends next week.
For
good. It's the last episode. It's an hour and 15 minutes long. Nobody knows what is going to end up with Heisenberg or.
Now, I heard it's the biggest travesty in the history of.
Like, what do you do instead
this
of
is the reality for everybody. Then I don't watch the show. So
is
the world that ends because that's the sentiment
I'm going to get into a mild depression for a little bit.
You are.
It's one of those shows where you can watch any old episode and be okay with it. It's one of those shows where you can go back 2 months from now and rewatch the entire thing. And still be surprised about the act. Just don't go on Twitter for a while. But you said you were trying the new phone thing.
In general.
Look at you.
I'm decluttering my life.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Have you had a rough, clutter-filled life?
I just am, I guess, addicted to...
We all are. Louis C.K. did a monologue on being connected to your phone over the weekend, I think, with Conan. And I don't like Conan, but I saw the interview.
Don't either.
And the interview was, Louis C.K. was explaining about how we as humans hate being alone. And having your phone makes you feel less alone. So when you are, driving or walking down the street, like you said before, and you feel alone, right? Like you're just walking around, you're looking at the trees, and you're alone.
Right.
And you feel sad because you're alone. You pull out your phone, and you text like 1,400 people, and you say, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah.
Or you go on Twitter and you tweet something obnoxious about your pumpkin spice latte, which you haven't done yet, but I will catch you when you do it.
I haven't, and I won't.
Will.
I haven't even had pumpkin spice latte yet.
I've
had the pumpkin coffee from Dunkin'.
Once you have it, you will tweet
No, I mean, I've had it in my life, just not this season.
This season. When you have it, you will tweet about it, and I will catch you on it.
Well, let me throw something out at you, is that having phones and knowing, so your friends are always on their phones. So if you were going to text your friends, or text a girl, let's say, and
she doesn't me anyway.
Okay, well then just a friend. They don't. It has a negative effect on you.
Right.
Like, well, what are they doing?
Right.
You're overthinking it now. You're thinking about it all the time. So really, your desire to not be lonely by texting that person gets thrown back in your face.
Yep.
That now you feel worse about yourself that they're not answering, and it stirs drama and it stirs controversy. I mean, I could tell you firsthand.
Controversy?
Yes.
Have you had controversy over text message?
Reasons too, that not over text message, just that you don't want to be on your phone because then all you're thinking about is the person that you're texting and what they're saying back to you, and they're waiting for your text back. But it doesn't have to be. Like our parents that have their cell phones, they'll put it away for hours.
Right. I wish I could do that.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Good luck. I mean, no, seriously, good luck, because it's very difficult. Like the other day, I put my phone on my bed and I went into the common room to watch television or something, and I was freaking out. Like I was like, there has got to be like 17 text messages from people who don't know where I am, and they're very concerned. Nobody texted me.
Aw, see, and that had a negative effect. Exactly, if you weren't worrying about it at all,
I would be fine.
Who cares? And the other thing too, have you heard of that phantom? You have like a phantom effect where you think your phone is just gone off. Yes, phantom vibration or something. And you think your phone's gone off, and then you check it and it hasn't. Like
it's bad.
Serious fraud.
Hopefully that hasn't happened to me, but it could.
Right.
It could.
I would like out for the rest of the day how many times you just click it on and check it and say, okay, that's one.
That's gonna be too many.
Okay. No, if you're like engaging with somebody or having a conversation, that doesn't really count because you're turning it on to do that.
That's fair.
Just randomly throughout the day, like in class.
All right.
Check it. People check it to see what time it is. Watches have gone out the window.
Well, the thing with watches, and I've had this problem, and people have actually scolded me. We won't say names, but people have been very angry at me over not wearing a watch every day. And I only have a few watches. I have a really nice one that I only wear when I dress up.
Right, like a suit.
Right. And then I have a few other ones that just aren't, one, the battery's dead. Oh, we have fans. That's fun.
I have fans.
You have fans.
They were for me.
Okay. One, the battery's dead, and the other one is it's kind of like a cheap looking watch. And I feel like watches only go, if you look good for a watch. Like, right now, if I was wearing a watch, it would look weird, I think.
I don't think so.
I don't know. There's something about a watch that just says to me, dress up.
Oh, well, You know, my brother has his hobby is collecting watches. He has.
My parents have
don't quote me, but more than 10.
more than 10.
A lot of watches,
Wow.
which to me is excessive.
That
I
is
have
a
one watch. I'm looking for another maybe.
I ask for
but-
watches almost every Christmas, and my parents always say, "Don't you have one already? Like, you need another?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would like a leather band this time,
Oh,
maybe."
see that you could wear one with a leather band with what you're wearing.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm hinting at.
If you're listening out
Leather
there
band.
and you're related to Kenny,
Yeah,
leather band watch.
leather band.
Add it to the Christmas list. All right, well, let's take a break and we'll come back with some more news. And we're not going to check our phones
We're not.
over the break.
Right.
Here's a little Maroon 5.